Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome here if you're new. I'm doing a pick a card reading today with this new deck for the channel called the Rising Rani Oracle. I recently did a review and walkthrough of this deck here on the channel, so if you'd like to see all of the cards, do check that out. I think it's a really good one for empowerment and spiritual guidance. And hopefully that's what we're going to get from these readings today. So I hope you enjoy the cards. Before I begin, just to let you know, if you haven't seen already, that private readings with me are currently available. I've recently reopened them. They're not available all year round. So if you'd like a reading, make sure you don't miss out. I've just done quite a few and opened a few more up. So if you're interested in a reading, at the time of recording this video, obviously, then check that out. The link is in the description box. It's an honour to do readings for you all. So let's now select the cards. Now, this morning in my cup of tea, because obviously some of you will know I do tea leaf readings, I saw three. It was three bubbles actually, which is a very spiritual number. So I've been guided by that to pull three cards for each reading. And we're going to just select them like this. So we've got 1, 2, 3 for reading 1. One, 2, 3. So we've got reading 1, reading 2. We're going to do 3 as well. Really guided to 3 today, and then we've got 1, 2, and 3. So it's more like pick a pile, I guess, although I'm actually only going to show you one card. So first of all, these readings, as a lot of you will know, are very good for your intuition in terms of trusting your gut, which we can all do, and just see, is there a pile here that you're particularly drawn to? And if so, that could be your reading, first of all. I'm going to now show you the top card, so this could make it easier for you to decide as well. So the first one is expression. It's number 11. Second one is sensuality. That's number 31. And the third one is traveller, and that's number 34. So again, is there an image you're particularly drawn to, or a number in the cards? If so, that could be guidance for you that that's your reading. But obviously, if you watch a reading and it doesn't resonate, you could always watch one of the other ones as well if you wish. It's up to you. I'll put the timestamps below to make it easier for you to find your reading as well. You might hear Millie purring, by the way. She's just jumped up on my lap. So we'll just put these to one side. So they're over there. And we'll start with the first one. So we've got 2 extra cards. I love this card, actually. Expression. Obviously, writing. The words are feelings, thoughts, shadow work. Yeah, now this is what I feel, funnily enough, this is what I feel is needed for some in the collective at the moment. It says processing here, yeah, processing emotions, feelings. Now, as I say this, because a lot of you will know I channel physically, I'm getting a slightly blocked heart chakra. And it's interesting, actually, she's got this symbol here over her heart. So matters of the heart for some people, things that you've kept locked away for a long time. You're being guided to express yourself. It could be through writing, could be through something creative. I do sense a lot of musicians that are viewing. Whatever it might be for you, because it's a form of mindfulness as well to do something creative, you know, helps you let it out. You might find when you're doing something creative, for example, if it's sewing, you get memories and emotions come up. For example, we've also got the word goals. So yeah, if you've got, so for people who suffer from anxiety, that's flying into the future with your mind. The overthinking, I'm hearing. And so goals, writing down your goals is a very good one. You know, get it down on paper rather than it flying around in your head. You know, especially at night, some of you might find at night you get into bed and then you're just thinking about things from the day, thinking about what you're going to do the next day or the next week, which isn't good, obviously. So try to unwind for a few hours before sleep, for sure. And journal, you know, you could journal what happened that day or speak to someone. Release it in a creative way. For some of you, I feel it's painting as well that you do. But yeah, really facing the shadow, doing the shadow work. Don't push it down. Especially at the moment with the energetic shifts that I feel are happening in the collective. Channeling I'm getting as well, because this cup here could be a cup of tea, but I'm also getting scrying, which some of you know that I do sometimes with water. So it could be that you get some creative ideas come to you if you've got water near you. You might see things in the water or just feel this flow of creativity. So for some of you, you've got a creative block, and that could be due to some blocked chakras. That's been coming out, interestingly enough, in quite a few of my private readings that I've been doing. So express yourself, the first piece of guidance. Wow, then we've got intuitive powers. I was going to say it was number 11. That can speak of psychic gifts. Some of you have, with the scrying in particular that I was feeling. You know, you might start writing and it's like it's channeled, it's just coming to you from the divine when you're in a very aligned state. Wow, and at the beginning I said, didn't I, about trusting your gut, and we got gut feelings, yeah. So maybe you were very guided to that card in particular. If so, you're very intuitive, I feel. You've got an inner knowing. And you see, for some of you, this opens up a lot of opportunities for you. Ideas flow to you, I'm hearing. You're connected to source, to your higher self. You might have always found this as well, that you've had a deep sense of intuition, or maybe some of you, I feel, you might have been learning recently how to enhance your gifts, and you might find they're coming online more as well. Or this is something you might want to do. Maybe you're feeling you'd like to do that. Well, why not? Trust that inner knowing. You could seek things online that you could learn from, videos, books, maybe a mentor. For some of you, 21 breaths down to 3 as well. Very spiritual number. And here we've got, it's like this face in the middle, and here her face splitting into 2. That's really interesting as an image. So it's like that's your intuition, that inner knowing, the third eye that we can see there. See how the third eye is expanding, and we've got this light. The moon phases as well. The moon represents intuition. So trust your intuition in terms of what you see out there as well. In terms of what's in the news, what you read, what you think's true, what isn't, for example. And the third one is wildness. I love this one because she's got a tail in this card. And the keywords are untamed, fiery, free-spirited. Yeah. Maybe get out into nature. And we've got the moon again. So very intuitive souls, I feel, who've picked these cards. Let yourself be free. Maybe some of you feel that way. You've wanted to free yourself. And so the guidance is to express yourself. Trust your intuition. Let it open up. Let yourself open up to the divine, the knowledge that comes to you as well. And just let yourself go. I'm getting with this one as well. I thought I'd just pull out the book for that card. And it's quite interesting because it says, feel into your wild side and express the rawness of emotion that is stirring within you. So that links with this one, doesn't it? The expression. Let it out in whatever way works for you. Allow your inner goddess to surge and primal instincts to lead your raw, unapologetic essence. Yeah, I love it. The Rani holds the spirit of a fearless tiger and is guided by her independence. Yeah, I was really feeling that free energy. Some of you either desire that or you've recently felt that. You've freed yourself from a situation, potentially, and your creativity is really flowing. So just, tap in with that inner knowing I'm really feeling, and what comes up for you with this card again. I've mentioned this in a few previous readings, like if you get memories, feelings, come to the surface, don't push them down, try to face it and do the shadow work. And even thoughts, as I said earlier, lots of thoughts, let it out in some way. Free your mind, be creative. Not as a distraction, but at the same time, it can, you do the shadow work as well, is what I mean. But at the same time, it can just help you stay in the present moment, which is very important, especially at the moment with the shifts. You might hear it in my voice, I'm getting emotions come through. So some of you might have felt very emotional recently and you're not sure what to do. So the guidance here is to be a free spirit, Do what you want to do, what lights you up. Trust your intuition with the moon and express yourself in some way. Do the shadow work. And you'll just find ideas will come to you, clarity, insight. It'll all open up for you. But you've got to keep at it as well. Otherwise, you know what I'm getting? That repetitive cycle of the overthinking, feeling stuck, nothing moves. You know, in your mind you think nothing's moving and you just go round and round like a hamster wheel. Whereas if you make a change, do something different, get out into nature, go for a walk, clear your mind, focus on something, a project, something creative, maybe something to enhance your intuition, you'll feel a difference. So it's all in the mind, isn't it? Overriding those thoughts that come in, that negative self-talk I'm hearing now coming through as well. I'm also seeing quite a lot of red and orange in this card. So like the root chakra and sacral chakra coming through, grounding, which nature can really help with as well. Being near trees, got trees in the card there. Touching a tree can really ground you. Getting your feet on bare earth as well. So I really hope this reading has helped and resonated. Let us know in the comments if you wish, if it did. It's always nice to hear if readings resonated for you in some way. So on to the second reading then. So we got sensuality, intimacy, magnetism, romance. Okay. Looks like she's in a spa, first of all. So that could be guidance for some of you to like make sure you implement self-care in your routine. Maybe you're thinking about going to a spa, a retreat. And I'm seeing this like the sun. So this is like a very enlightened individual. And with the word magnetism, you will attract the energy that you put out there. So maybe some of you are hoping to meet someone. I'm sensing that for some of you. It could be on the way, this card. You never know. I feel some of you have been through a lot of obstacles because we've got mountains here in the distance and water, emotions. But I feel a lot of you, or if you were drawn to this card, you've overcome that. With this pillar, you're strong, you're grounded. It's like you're ready for something new. I'm also noticing in this card, it's a bit dark, and then here, there's this light on this flower. A sign of beauty, but also of love. So that's being highlighted for some of you, that it is there, potentially in your future, if that's what you desire. Let's see what else. Grounded, wow. And do you know what I was just about to say about getting into nature? Then I forgot because I was focused on the flower in that card. But yes, grounding is very important with that pillar that I said before about, you know, you being stable and then attracting what you desire. It's important that you're grounded. So get out into nature. You might want to touch a tree, which can really help with that. Get your feet on bare earth as well, which can really help. Knowing that you are one with the universe. You might want to try grounding meditation as well. Now, spiritual grounding is very important. Just being guided to say that, especially if you've been, it's interesting I said about a spa before, if you've been in a spa or an area where there are lots of energies around you and you might have absorbed their energies, you might want to retreat to a grounding area in nature where you can be in solitude, absorb the rays and the power of the sun, and really feeling at peace. So check in with yourself, do you find that? Do you find you feel really tired after being around certain energies? Or being around a lot of energies? If you're an empath, you'll really pick up on that. So grounding is very important as a regular practice. Self-care, as I said at the beginning, as well. So the last card is mindset. Love it. We've got attitude, outlook, perspective. Yeah, so if you're hoping for love, because that was the first card, be in a positive mindset and attitude. So not only grounding, but in the mind as well, believing. But don't be fixated on it, let it go as well. We've got the peace symbol here, so feeling at peace, grounding, it's really coming out, positive mindset, aligned, and you will attract what you desire if that's what you're manifesting. For some of you are, if you were guided to this one. I just thought I'd read you from the book for this card a little bit. It says, you hold an irresistible and charismatic personality that naturally attracts people's attention when you are within their company. Yeah, so you radiate this beautiful light. You're very grounded, I feel. As well, you're positive, light worker. So the Rani of Sensuality invites you to proudly embrace your inner magnetism and bold spirit, allowing the divine intimacy within you to radiate outwards and celebrate your sensuality. Not merely as a physical expression, but as a vivacious aspect of your being. Yeah, so allowing that side of you to come out, you will attract positivity, I feel, into your life. Even here, the sun, I'm seeing that as her aura as well, that radiates. You might find that people look at you, and it's not just that they're attracted to you, they might be, but it's your light as well. Some people will be very drawn to you, whereas others may feel repelled, and that could be because you trigger them. You bring out their shadows. The light brings out the shadows. So I'm getting some very aligned energies coming through who've been guided to this reading, potentially. Yeah, the guidebook for this one says, spend up to 15 minutes connecting with the Earth's natural energy, soaking in her electrons, and be sure to engage all your senses through touch, smell, and sound to boost the experience. It says the scent of the earth and the calming presence of trees with the rustle of their branches can ground you even further. This practice has been scientifically shown to improve mood, enhance wholesome sleep, and alleviate fatigue and worry. Let Mother Nature's elements restore your energy, leaving you feeling balanced and renewed. Yeah, that's so true. How nature can really help, because it's so calming, isn't it? I mean, the earth, trees are so wise and grounding. Just, touching a tree, hugging a tree. As I said, getting your feet on the earth. The wind blowing through your hair. I mean, I know I find that really, I love that actually, when the wind blows, soft breeze. The rustling of the leaves in the trees, yeah. So maybe some of you do that, or this is guidance for you in terms of how else you can ground yourself. You could even meditate in nature, if possible. Depends on the weather, obviously. And for this card, I'll just read you a little bit. It says, if you find yourself battling with complex emotions, do not hesitate to confide in someone you trust or seek professional support. Remember that you only inhabit your mental landscape, and you owe it to yourself to guard and nurture your emotional health. Do not allow circumstances to dictate your identity, but rather stay focused, eliminate distractions, and seek creative and discerning events that help replenish your energy. Yeah, and that links to nature, doesn't it? And like a spa. A lot of nature has come out. Calm places. You know, it could be a sacred space in your home as well. I'm also hearing be around people with positive mindsets, who are grounded. You know, you're attracted to their light, for example. Whether this is people in your social circle or even people online you watch, you know, be mindful of the energy you absorb. Because I'm feeling some very sensitive souls watching this reading. You could also try other grounding exercises as well if meditation doesn't work for you. Things like sewing, gardening, I'm getting, because nature's come out. Mindful colouring. This can help sharpen your concentration. And if you do find your mind wandering when you're doing that, just try to come back to the here and now and what you're doing. That's why doing something creative in particular, I find, is very good for that. It's calming, you can escape stress, maybe do it in nature if possible. Could even be yoga, whatever works for you. Share in the comments what you do, if you wish. You know, you can all help each other. But I really hope you've got something from this reading anyway. We're going to leave that one there. Beautiful cards though, aren't they? I hope you like them. So now to the last reading. And you picked Traveller. The keywords adventure, discovery, globetrotter. So maybe some of you are travellers. Maybe you love travelling, backpacking, seeing new places. Or maybe this is something you want to do. There's somewhere you'd like to go. Maybe you're feeling guided, drawn to a place. With the moon, I'm feeling maybe you've had a dream of a place. Or you've seen somewhere online, you'd really love to go there. I'm getting Australia coming through here for some of you. Also Egypt, hiking. Some of you love hiking. Retreats, I'm getting as well. Now with the clouds in this card, that can indicate confusion. So maybe for some of you, you've been feeling confused. Maybe you just want to get away. It might just be for a holiday, you know, or for some of you it could be like a gap year, for example. And with the moon, I feel that you've been guided to trust your intuition with this one in terms of where to go. If you feel your gut pulling you somewhere, for example, it could be telling you something, you know, that it's time to travel, and that's the place for you to go to as well. I'm really getting this feeling for some of you. You've seen somewhere, maybe online, maybe in pictures, and you're very drawn to that place, and it could be that there's a past life connection for you to that place. That could be why you're drawn to it. Have you ever found that you've visited somewhere and had a sense of deja vu, like you've been there before? You probably have in a past life, but obviously we don't remember a lot of those experiences. Or maybe you have remembered. Maybe you've had a dream. It's interesting dreams came through because that can happen. I've experienced that myself. I've dreamt of a place and not really known where it was. And then I went to a city, I think it was Barcelona actually, yes. And it was like the place in my dream. So I think I've been there in a past life, actually. So that's why some of you may be drawn to certain places, certain cultures. For example, trust your intuition, if that's the case. The next card is growth. Wow, love it. Personal development, change, and seasons. So this change could be linked to travel, wanting a change, wanting a fresh start, maybe moving somewhere, new country, for example. And for some of you, it's about your personal development as well. You've been growing a lot, I can feel that for some of you. See this hand reaching down from the sky, wow. So there's the divine guiding you forward, giving you signs. It could be in the clouds, because it's interesting, these are like clouds, again in this card that we had there. Also, she's just at the end of a bridge. And a bridge can be a sign of transition. You might see a bridge in your dreams, or just see an image of a bridge. For example, like in your mind's eye, you might get a vision. So for some of you, you're at a transition, a turning point in your life, I feel. Maybe you want something new. I'm really getting that, yeah, a bit of like a stuck energy for some of you. You've reached, even with this one, the bridge. I'm also seeing it like a pier, because these are like waves that can represent emotions. Some of you just feel you've come to the end of a chapter. You want more. You want to get out there, see the world, travel. This travel could also be about your spiritual journey, I'm feeling as well. Okay, interesting. So the last one is inner strength. I love it, with the bear, symbol of strength. Courageous, fearless, strong-willed. So that's you. You're being guided to tap into your inner strength. Maybe the bear is your spirit animal. And do what you want to do in terms of your growth or making a change in your life, because it does take courage, doesn't it, to make big changes. I'm feeling that for some of you it's a big change, linking to travel, moving potentially, something that's come to an end. You want to change it, I feel, and it takes strength to do it, but you can do it, I'm hearing. Notice this light coming out of her here, symbol of power, strength that you have within. I thought I'd read you a bit from the book for this card. It says, sometimes when you are feeling down, it can be tough to shake off that low energy, especially if you feel stuck in limbo. The appearance of the Rani of inner strength. Sorry everyone, my battery just cut out there. So I was just saying, the appearance of the Rani of inner strength in your reading is a powerful indication that you are in fact far greater and wiser than you give yourself credit for. You have taken control of numerous challenges and survived hard times, which prove your inner strength. Now comes the point to lean into your infinite reserves of mental willpower and allow yourself to let go of any negative energy that's holding you back. Yeah, so be positive, warrior energy coming through here. You can make this change. I feel for some of you it is about, it's like something you want to do that would help you grow. So whether it's moving, travelling, change of job, ending a relationship, because this card's number 16. That's the number of the Tower in tarot, which can be about enlightenment, you know, sudden change, something coming to an end, potentially. That's what I'm feeling. So for this card, actually, it gives you symbolism. It says heaven's celestial hand represents divine blessings and knowledge being offered. Yeah, so that's what I felt, wasn't it? The signs you might receive that are confirmation that you're on the right track. Some of the guidance, it says you'll often face events where you feel at a loss and are unsure where to turn to next. During these moments, the Rani of Growth nudges you to commune with the universe and cherish your divine relationship. If you have an altar at home, burn a candle or incense, and sit in stillness, or alternatively, find a calm spot in nature. The key is to create a quiet space where you can simply be present with yourself. Ask the universe for spiritual guidance on a specific question, then trust that the answers will be given. It's all about uniting with divine energy. Yeah, absolutely. As I said about signs, but it's important to be in that very calm, still mind, including your surroundings, in order to get that guidance. Like if you ask for a sign, for example, put it out there and then let it go. And you'll see things, you'll see synchronicities that guide you somewhere. Or someone might come along at the right time, say something, and that's the divine talking through that person. That can happen as well. Number synchronicities is another one. Let's just see anything here for Traveller. The Rani of Traveller beckons you to get ready for adventures and globetrotting. It's your chance to get out there and explore new territories, taking in the vibrancy of tribal communities, diverse cultures, rich cuisines and unique lifestyles. Sorry, I can't read today, everyone. Journey to distant lands that light your spirit with excitement and joy. Yeah, because it is interesting, isn't it? I mean, you could either be fearful, which I think a lot of people, well, some people are, in terms of travel, but travel opens your mind. I've travelled a lot in my lifetime, and I love seeing other cultures, seeing how they live differently, you know, trying new things, meeting new people. It's exciting. It opens up this new world for you, which I'm really getting with these two. And you have the inner strength to do this as well. I mean, it might even just be a holiday for some of you, maybe going alone, because she's alone here in this card, which also can be very liberating. I've travelled alone many times, and you know, if you're comfortable in your own company, it's wonderful. So it says, be inspired by the world around you, whether you're sitting by the shore to watch the sunrise, witnessing the sunset, or listening to the sounds of wildlife. Let each new adventure take your breath away, inspire your spirit and fill your heart with a sense of wonder as you explore the world in all its glory. Love it. Yeah, I really like the messages in this book, by the way. Very gentle and empowering. So I hope this has empowered you as well on that note. Let us know in the comments if you wish, if this resonated with you. I always like to hear if readings did resonate. I really hope it has anyway. I hope you've enjoyed the cards as well. I think they've worked really well for this reading actually, so I'll be using it again. So keep your eyes peeled. Thank you so much for watching. Sending peace of light to you all.